Hello, one and all, on this great Tuesday afternoon. I hope you are all doing well. I definitely am. Um, we are on day 7 of Iron Man. Wow, Iron Man is taking a long, long time. Well, maybe not a long, long time, but certainly significantly longer than any of the other ones. And I know yesterday didn't seem like a lot of Iron Man, but they were drawing a parallel and still are with King David from the Bible. So we're at the. I think this should be the last day. There's not too much. I'm just gonna plow through. It's about 3 pages, so then that will be the done for Iron Man. So we are on Heart of the Matter for Who Needs a Superhero in Chapter 4. When everything is added up, David's life was sad and lonely. The Shepherd King had it all, then lost it all: wealth, power, romance, the technology of iron. The house that David built ended up looking like the house that Tony Stark would have built 3,000 years later. Even so, David had his moments of clarity, insight. While he did not always act on this wisdom, David knew that reliance on traditional battle armor was a vain hope. The Lord is my strength and my shield, David asserts in Psalms 28:7, recognizing that spiritual armor provides more ultimate protection than the latest defense technology in the New Testament. The Apostle Paul builds on this idea and urges the Ephesian Christians to put on the armor that will protect them from head to toe. Armor made of truth, righteousness, faith, and salvation. Ephesians 6:10 through 17. Hey, Fetty. Yes. Well, election day for you, not so much for me, since I am in Canada. Scarcely anyone would willingly reject the benefits available to us in the modern world: inoculations, life saving medicines, procedures, health insurance, retirement plans, and audible meals engineered for our protection. Used wisely, these are our gifts from God for which we can be deeply grateful. But I hope all goes well in the States for you guys for your election. I'm severely hoping more Republicans stay in power or get in power. Yet these measures can no more guarantee our security than Iron Man's armor can ensure his well-being. Money, technology, and success are exalted trinity of our achievement-driven culture. But these false gods. Hey, Brandon. Um, I'll let you in after I'm done the Iron Man here. These false gods cannot save us. How else can we explain the sad fact that our scientific progress is outstripped only by our rising dependence upon antidepressants? In Psalms 51, David ponders how success has failed to bring him happiness and peace. Hey, Risley. As Israel's king reflects upon his own failing, he confesses his deepest need. What David craves is not more wives, more iron, or more power. David has already all the outward gifts the world can give. What he yearns for is an inward gift, the healing transformation from within. Create in me a clean heart, O God. David prays, put a new and right spirit within me. Psalms 51, verse 10. We are reading. I'm reading for those that do not know who needs a superhero, we are in chapter 4. It's doing a parallel between King David and Iron Man. Just for those that aren't doing no, I'm trying to read as fast as possible. This is the last little bit of this chapter. Okay. In utter honesty, David admits that his problems have little to do with what goes on around him. That's why riches, royalty, and iron can't smooth David's misery. What goes on inside of David is the source of his troubles. Like Tony Stark, David's crisis is essentially a heart problem. He aches for purity he cannot achieve on his own, a spirit right with God. In the words of a later prophet, David needs a new heart, a living heart transplanted to replace the heart of stone. In Iron Man's of darkest night of soul struggling with addiction, watching his corporation being stolen by rivals, battling his own rebel technology, Tony Stark has probably raised a cry similar to that of David in Psalm 51. You have done so. Perhaps you have done so as well in your own dark times. Few of us can claim to never have learned upon empty hope or placed faith in false salvation. Most of us discover by bitter experience the chinks in our own armor and the limits of worldly security. Such experiences can break us, but they may also point us in a new direction. As I write these words, Tony Stark's fortunes are rebounding. His new romance is admittedly rocky, but might be salvaged. He has cleared himself of spurious accusations. Recent injuries are healing, and Stark is reconnecting with alienated friends. Perhaps things are finally turning around for the ironclad Avenger. However, I suspect Iron Man will soon find himself mirrored in some new personal crisis. Part of this is the nature of the ongoing monthly narrative. A painless life makes a boring story. But even beyond the demands of storytelling, something seems fundamentally awire in Tony Stark's life. For all his considerable gifts, he remains strangely unfulfilled as he searches for personal salvation through riches, romance, pleasure, and technology. Could he be looking for the right thing in the wrong places? Iron Man keeps placing his faith in externals, but his most persistent problem arises from within. Behind the armor, Tony Stark remains as insecure and vulnerable as ever. Maybe he has overlooked a critical clue in his own origin. Remember that moment in the crude laboratory in Vietnam when Tony Stark rekindled, reclined helplessly on the table, wrapped in the work of his own hands? He lay there with his life on the line, waiting for the battlesuit to charge itself with life saving energy. On the outside, as outside in the hallway, the Chinese scientist Yixing selflessly laid down his own life so Tony Stark could have a second chance. Does Iron Man remember that he owes his life not to a high tech battle suit, but to the sacrificial death offered up on his behalf? Life from death, salvation from sacrifice, deliverance unearthed and freely given. Tony Stark has bravely walked one dead end road after another, but he has yet to find the path that leads to a new beginning and a joy that doesn't fail. No wonder it's an unlikely road and particularly unappealing path for those who insist on trusting their own accomplishments. It takes a real superhero to know his greatest works can be done on the day his strength runs out. Howdy again, Risley and Bob. Tomorrow we start Superman Revisited, Death, Resurrection, and Doomsday. I'd say any thoughts, but okay, I'm gonna send Brandon a link here. So I'm gonna check people. So Brandon can come in and draw with me. Oh, awesome, Bob. Are you working on the skull? Okay, so let's see. We need to share our screen.
Hey, Rick.
Hello, how are you?
I've been doing pretty good. Had a long night also. Okay, let me pull up my sketchbook here. Yeah, I've been up kind of all night last night because I officially became an uncle.
Ah, cool. Okay, let's see. Hey, Snakebit. Awesome. I'm glad you were able to vote. Unfortunately, I will not be voting.
Me neither.
Yes, well, I'll not be voting for a different reason than you, Brandon.
Okay. Well, the reason why
You,
I'm not voting is because I don't go into politics. I don't know really what's the big deal with politics.
oh, well, you should be voting. What's the big deal is, could you imagine if, for your country, well, take my country right now. I'm not going to deal with your country. We have probably the worst prime minister in our history in.
Wow, that bad?
In my opinion, anyways, and several other people's opinion. Justin Trudeau. And you want to know something? If now maybe I'm only one vote, but if I don't get out and vote, guess what? That's one less person that and everybody if everybody else has that attitude, that's one less person voting. That means a little bit less chance that we get this moron out.
Oh, okay.
So yes, you have to balance politics. You don't want it to run your life, but you should be getting out and voting if you have the chance because it's a privilege because you don't want to end up like Nazi Germany or something like
Right,
that.
right.
So I would seriously give you the steer you to go and vote. Now I know who I would suggest you vote for, but I don't want to be accused of influencing somebody else's decision from another country.
Oh no, you're fine, dude.
Yeah, well, I just mean, I don't want to be considered a Russian bot. And Snakebit says here too. Plus, if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. Honestly, in other words, if you didn't try and get somebody else in that you didn't want in, how can you honestly complain?
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna be drawing in a second. I'm just trying to find a good reference.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Okay, so for those joining the stream, I am going to be doing taking this pose, although it's very bland looking, and I'm going to be transforming it into my character summary, which I should have probably had up here.
Hey, by the way, what was that book again? I want to get that book now. I want to start doing some reading again.
It's Who Needs a Superhero, and I've seen it on Amazon fairly cheap.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Studio SU. Right there.
Okay, let's see. Reference. Okay, I got a good idea. Okay. Iron.
Okay, let's see. We're going to catch up with the chat here. Okay. Rick, I'm working on a skull. Yeah, I got that. I just got home from voting. Snakebit said, Risley said, I tried drawing the other day. I still suck. Laugh out loud. Snakebit says, laugh out loud. Yeah, you're Canadian. Yep. Although I had to vote a couple weeks ago myself, but that was our civic election, our city election, voting for mayor and all that stuff, or councilors and all that. Um, I read Snakebit's comment, and John Dillard, the gaming system, I'd vote for Bob, the Papio.
Okay,
uh,
this one's your title, Rick. I'm gonna probably do a picture of Iron Man now, but I want to do the 1990 cartoon version.
what does salvation by success mean? John Dillard's asking. It's just meaning that in all Tony Stark's success, it couldn't save him. Um, no matter what he tried to save him, give him, I'm not sure how to put it. you know, this was over 7 days that it was done. So, he has all the riches, yet he's still not happy. He has all this technology, he's still not happy.
Yeah, I actually quite understand that, to be honest, because it's like that old thing, no matter how much stuff you have, you'll never be happy. As long as you have God, you'll be happy then because you're filled with the Spirit.
Yeah. And he had all these romances, and yet he was still unhappy as well.
Yep.
So, if you want to get the full scope, I suggest listening to the first 10 minutes of or less of the broadcasts over the last few days. Each one entitled "Thing." Okay, wait. You mean with garbage CGI? Okay. Uh, are popes elected? Technically, yes and no. They're not elected by the populace, but they are elected by the hierarchy. Some of the hierarchy in thing.
Okay.
Okay, I'm committing her snap on the snake. Mucha. He, he was just talking about the fact that we both don't have to do things.
Let's see if I can do this. Right.
Okay. Kronos said, let's see, Kronos. Oh, the snake said at Kronos. Laugh out loud. Hey, I like Canadians, just not Trudeau. Well, I don't like Trudeau either. And Snakebit says, heck, my biggest crush is Tatiana Maslany. And
I
Kronos
don't.
says, oh, him. His real name is Trudy and Schneer. Is bad. He's good. He's no good, too. Don't like any of them. Okay, and Snakebit says, yeah, the 90s cartoon Iron Man is what I mentioned. Cool. Kronos says, I'm modifying a chat system to add links to people and places and in a clickable way, clickable way, ATM. So if I don't respond back, I'll respond. I'll be back and forth. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so what were you going to say there, Brandon?
I forgot what I was gonna say. Uh, it'll come back. But yeah, I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was.
No problem. Wow.
Yeah, first thing before I draw his head, I gotta do his faceplate. Then it gives me a better idea where how this whole head's gonna look. So that's what I'm doing first. It really feels weird in a way for me. Here's why: because this is the first time I've ever been an uncle to anyone at all, and it's like, wow.
I'm just making sure that everything. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that should be enough. Brush in a bit more. So this one obviously does not have a lot of detail. Any other questions from the chat or whatever?
Okay, let's take a look at chat.
Yeah, don't. I'll take care of the chat, Brandon. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. I just know you're drawn too, so.
Because if you can see, if you look at your screen, if you can see your screen, I have the chat right in front of me, literally.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that. What's the baby gender? It's a boy, actually. My nephew is a boy. Wait, I don't know why I just said that, because if I say nephew, they already know it's a boy. Why did I say that?
It's just joking with all the whole identity politics around
Oh,
nowadays.
okay.
Or I presume he's joking, anyways.
Okay, how's that gonna look? That actually looks pretty right.
He
Okay.
says, he says, is it a girl? Girls are more fun. And
uh,
John says he's not joking about the whole. Well, I'm
it,
not saying you're joking about the girl thing, but asking the gender.
it's a boy. It's a boy.
Yes, it's not grown up enough to know whether it's gender fluid or not yet, or something other craziness as well. Snakepit says they're more fun to draw.
Whoop, goes in the way.
Girls that are. John Dillard says boys are more fun when they're older.
Oh, oh dear. Okay.
And then there's the thing he might not have heard you say nephew either too.
Did we
So
get 6 gallons, 6.5 gallons the second time through?
Of milk, yeah.
Well, she's trying to find out because she's thinking if by math it should be 12.
Okay, hang on, Rick.
yeah, no problem. Just mute yourself, please, if you haven't already. Okay, let's see. John Dillard says girls are cool because you can't cool because you can gush all over them and act like a sissy and not be perceived to be perceived as a sissy.
Okay. Faceplate might be good. Right about
Are you going to sleep soon, John, or would you like a link?
there.
Only reason I don't usually send you a link is because I usually think you're sleeping. You want a link to the past? Oh well, I can't provide that. Sorry. But I can't provide a link to my live stream at the moment.
Right about there should do.
Excuse me.
Shoot. Can you set it down for 1 second?
One.
Yeah, I was trying to make the outline of how Iron Man's eyes would be, like where the head where it would be. So I had to get a card to make an outline for that.
Let's see. What do you got there? See, what you probably should do first is draw the circle that would all go in.
I didn't think that stuff. Shoot.
Or the oval, technically. More of an oval.
Yeah, probably should
Here.
have thought about that.
Here, let me show you something, Brandon.
All right.
Hey, John. Hey, John. Johnny boy.
Good
Somebody
afternoon.
sounds like a happy mood.
I'm in a great mood.
Yeah, I'm in a great mood myself. Sleepy, but in a good mood.
What is this camera pointing at? Oh, it's all messed up.
Okay. Create.
Hey, a face reveal.
He's done that already. Okay, see. Here, I'm not sure what the size of this. See. You're doing
No, like I was
face
saying, it was
now.
awesome when my brother had his daughter, because he had the first kid in the family, and my brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
okay.
was the first niece for everybody. She was super cool because you can go and you can buy them dresses and you can play around with them and buy them Princess Disney stuff and all kinds of garbage, and you can do all that and you don't gotta feel like a sissy because you're playing with a little girl.
Okay. Bob says, "Hi, John. Are you going to do something now?"
No, why? What, I gotta do a trick?
I don't know. Bob's asking, not me.
It's a magic trick.
Argo says, "Hi, everybody. Just popping by to say hi." Well, hello. As you see how I got the circle there now, Brandon?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see.
And see, then you just do.
Oh, yeah, that does make a whole lot of sense.
And then there's his eyes right there. It's a very mundane view.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Very simplistic Iron Man.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I have no idea what the rest of his armor looks like. You can always make it up.
Yeah, that's true, because he has tons of armor, so yeah, you can always make it up.
And then when I had my nephew, little baby Izzy, this is my wife's brother's kid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he wasn't no fun. And he didn't get fun until he was like 4 years old. Because he was a boy. You couldn't really do anything with him except maybe like dress him up in a little sailor outfit, put him on a boat, you know. But other than that, you couldn't really do anything with him because he was a boy and he wasn't really interested. He was like, blah, 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 blah. And he's just, it's a culture
Right.
thing. You can't really gush over a boy. Now, when the boy gets older, when he's like 4, 5, 6, then you can take him fishing, hiking, all that stuff, all the cool stuff that the girls want to do up until around the age of 12. Then they stop wanting to do any of that.
Okay, Chronos says, "I need a 20 language translator." Laugh out loud. Bob says, "John, I haven't seen your face in a long time. Imagine you being that old man from your profile."
I know. I got to change that thing. It's an old picture that I first set up when I first set up my YouTube.
Let's see. Chronos says, "Making web code is a pain." Yes. Snakebit says Iron Man was my first drawing, using that one from Bashema Lee and Lee How to Draw the Marvel Way book. Yeah. And Chrono says, I'll post a still rig of Iron Man later. Mighty Geek is here. Hello, Mighty Geek.
Hello, Mighty Geek.
And he says, if you really want to challenge yourself, try Mark Creeley's 10-minute, 1 minute, 10-second challenge. Okay.
Yeah, those are really good doing those challenges because you get 10 minutes to do one drawing, then you give yourself, all the way down to 10 seconds to do a drawing, and it gets really difficult, but you get gesture drawing down really fast when you do those practices.
Right.
Cool.
If anyone heard, sorry for the belch. I did close my mouth. I did excuse myself.
Okay, I guess we gotta kick him now, eh? Only one allowed to belch on my stream is me.
Yeah, but this time that time it was anytime I burp, it's always from heartburn. I don't know why. It's always from heartburn. Let's see, where's the mouth gonna go?
Maybe eat a lot of acidic foods.
I don't even eat that much acidic foods. The only time I get that way, I notice if I have anything that has like
sodas,
like whole white flour, like breads and stuff like that. So anything that has that, it's gonna form heartburn.
Okay, let's see.
I mean, ever since I've been on this whole vegetarian diet, I had some of that, but not a whole lot.
But you just have a weak stomach in general, right? Like you can't handle meat and stuff like that.
I can't handle meat anymore. I can't. Here's the thing. I used to have. I had a thing for hot dogs. I liked hot dogs like crazy, but after a while, or something like that, I get sick of my stomach because it was pork-based product, and I thought, okay, well, if they are meats I can handle, so I can eat those. After a while with that, next my stomach started to get upset with those. I'm going like, well, make up your dang mind. And my wife, she's vegan, and when I started being vegan with her also, and working out more, I didn't have that problem because my stomach felt better when I cut out all the meats. Before in the beginning, we were
ain't broken, don't fix it.
What?
If your system ain't broken, don't fix it. No, I'm saying like if you found something that will let you live without having heartburn, don't try to change it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that at all.
Let's see. Chrono says, seriously, I do need 20 translators. Then says the software uses language functions, so if I go English, I can do away with you have to get heard, not you get you heard, not having for force think. I'm not sure what he means. Is this encrypted chat? I'm going to list all of the YouTubers' channels. So as I go, if you ask, not encrypted as far as I know. I haven't encrypted it.
Oh, I got one more subscriber this morning.
I got one back. I went down to 127 overnight or last night or whatever, and I'm back up to 128 today.
So we need 3 more for the giveaway. Oh, it's so close. I can taste it.
I'm getting close to 100.
Cool.
I'm not sure just from the gameplays I'm doing or not, but it's fine. I'm just there to entertain and teach, and I enjoy it too. I'm starting to play a whole lot of games now. Ever since I started playing them with my wife, because she plays a game called Dragon Age, and I started to get into the other ones. I did one about a few days ago, Superman Returns PS2.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I like that game. That was pretty fun.
Was Superboy Steel the Eradicator?
I don't know, actually.
And Cyborg Superman.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I haven't got that far in the game because that was my first time playing the game, actually.
You start off with Superman. Yeah, right. I forgot.
Right. I played the game before, but never got into it because I wanted to focus more on my teachings and stuff like that. So I deleted it. I re-uploaded it because I got back into doing gameplays. And yeah, it's like that.
Okay, what do we got here? So, no, Chrono says, not this one I'm making. Okay, then what he says, vegan diet is meant to cleanse body. It is not life sustainable. Yeah, but sometimes you need to go through it for few years, or it's right. Like Daniel and his crew from the Bible, they did it for probably quite a few years because they weren't going to eat the meat given to idols. So. And then we got Chrono saying probably was me, whatever he meant. Then says I have also engaged the board or Twitterite. Chronos, I got 12. I've got 12, I guess, subs and only 2 vids. Chronos also says total time 42 seconds. And Risley says Dragon Age is awesome.
It is. It really
Yeah,
is.
I got the Inquisition one.
Yeah, my wife has that too.
For the PS3.
Well, hey, I'm gonna dip out. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you guys either tonight or tomorrow.
Okay. See
Alrighty.
ya. Have a
And
good
everybody
night.
in the chat, it was great hanging out with you. See you later.
Later,
See ya.
John.
Yeah. I liked Dragon Age. I've actually beat it, but I want to go around and still get all the junk that you can in it. I'm doing that slowly.
Yeah, my wife, she beat the game too. I'm not sure if she's going to be trying to get the stuff in there or not yet. I don't know, but it does look pretty fun. I'm going to play that with her. She said she's going to give me the game, but I probably might wait until it upgrade because supposedly it lags a little bit on the PS3 according to her. So I'm going to wait until I can upgrade a little bit.
Yeah. Another good game is what's it called? Skyrim.
I actually heard of that. I never played it though. Sounds cool though.
It's similar to Dragon Age. Not exactly the same, but similar. Actually, and it's actually part 5 of a series. The
Oh
Elder
wow.
Scroll, the Elder Scrolls. So
Oh,
they go back. They go back quite a few years. The Elder Scroll is available on PS3, but I think it's also available on PS2. Bob says bye, John, and Snake Bit says Skyrim's too streamlined for him. What do you mean by too streamlined, Snake? The Elder Scrolls was way better since they don't dumb down the skills.
let's see here.
Oh, I think you mean Oblivion, which was the one before. Because Skyrim is technically part of the Elder Scrolls. It's Elder Scrolls number 5. Number 4 was Oblivion. I'm not sure what the ones are before that.
There we go. Ever since I started jogging, I'm actually getting quite good with the head, so this is actually pretty good practice for me. Next step I'll do is the body.
Yeah. Have you watched that video that I told you about yet? That even somebody mentioned about the book here? How to Draw the Marvel Way? Oh, I think
Yeah,
you said you did watch it, but you
yeah, I
haven't put it
did.
in.
Yeah, I haven't like drawn the stuff, but I have watched it. I'm still studying it this way I could get a good idea what to do and stuff like that. Because I want to become a bit better in my drawings and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if you put that stuff into practice, you'll be amazed how fast you start getting better.
I have no doubt in that.
Let's see. Snakebit says before Oblivion was Morrowind, and Mighty Geek says they probably don't have the side missions. For which one? Oblivion and all that? I think they do. I think they have side missions. I've got Oblivion, but I find it a bit slow. More in the play or whatever. I'm not sure whether it was slow or what it was that I found it.
Let's see here. Right in the general mouth area. Okay. There. So let me try this again.
Chrono says, "Woot! I got this to work. We now have a backup chat system for comic skaters, and I can release this when I'm finished as an open source for servers." Cool. Yes.
Alrighty. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I had to get outline for the mouth. I want to make sure I get this proportioned correctly. The head's coming up pretty good, though.
Let's see what you got there. Okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. Your eye should be a little bit over.
Over what?
Um, your eye on the one that's darked in, it should probably be over. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what. I can't say how far over, but a little bit over.
Oh,
Eye
yeah.
spacing. Eye spacing on a face is it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be about an eye width or half an eye width from the edge of the face. At least,
Okay.
especially for a straight on. Then your eyes, and then an eye width between the two.
Alrighty, I'll fix that right up. Okay.
Now, when you get into all these different angles, things become a lot different.
Right.
So, any questions in the chat for me or Brandon, since we're both here?
Yes, the dynamic duo. Oh, excuse me. Okay, how's that faceplate? Oh, okay, I know how that faceplate's supposed to be now. I'll freak out if they actually made something like this that actually works, because that'll be awesome.
What, an Iron Man suit?
Yeah.
There's stuff similar to it. You could actually probably do it, except for maybe the flight capabilities. But
Yeah.
if you look through YouTube, some of the technologies that they've got going on, I'm sure you could create an Iron Man suit fairly easily with the different techs.
Right.
I find more people that like I found more people that like Venom. I think Bob is saying.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm trying to understand what Bob's trying to say.
He says the majority likes the new Venom. The movie, yeah,
Oh,
well, it was
yeah,
all right.
I know he's talking about now saying people who liked Venom. Okay.
Yeah, the Venom movie. It was all right, but yeah. I think it left something to be desired without the Spider-Man involvement.
Yeah.
At least for the in the origin part. You know, I can see him going out on his own. They've done Venom comics with no Spider-Man in them, but it loses a bit of a dynamic, in my opinion.
Right. A lot of people try to base that one with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man universe, but the thing here is that one was done by Sony. When I saw the titles for Venom, I didn't watch the whole movie. I just saw some stuff from like trailer, but it was supposed to be made from Sony, and Sony did before do two Spider-Man films. So um, it's somewhat.
Sony's
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sony's done Sony's done 5 Spider-Man films.
They done five? Oh wait.
Yeah. Yes, Tobey Maguire was in 3, and then Andrew Garfield was in 2 of them.
Oh right, right.
And Snakebit said Venom's good. Watch Upgrade if you liked Venom.
I never seen Upgrade.
I have yet to see it myself, but I might. I think I was wanting to check it out myself.
Whenever I hear that name, that sounds like a Ben 10 character.
Upgrade.
Yep.
Okay, you say so.
Okay.
He says, "Watch it. It's Venom, but with robotics." Okay.
Okay. I probably might watch it.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't mind the Venom movie. I just think it left a little something, you know, without the Spider-Man element. They're different enough you can watch both. He says, "Think back."
I think the Venom movie probably could have been better if they added Spider-Man to it and added
Yeah.
the big old white spider on Venom's chest. All we had to see was his white veins on his body. That's all we saw.
Yeah.
When I first started to draw this Iron Man head, I swear I could have sworn I'd made a Magneto helmet. Okay, let me make the markings for this again.
So let's go to.
Yeah, I didn't get to bed until probably like 2 a.m. last night because me and my wife were sitting here waiting for our nephew to be born. And we got a little bit worried because we thought there were some complications because we didn't hear anything back from my brother-in-law or my sister-in-law. Actually, I couldn't hear anything from my sister-in-law because she was the one giving birth to the baby. So she can't use a phone. So what am I saying?
She could use the phone afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not right afterwards, but
Right. So I'm thinking, go like, oh wait, I'm wrong for that. Oops. Okay. Oops. Almost dropped the phone.
oh, that's not a good thing to do.
No, that's why I got to upgrade to military graded stuff.
Well, I will. I'm gonna definitely try and check it. I think I might have it to watch already. Upgrade. I just have to check. I have to check whether I've been upgraded. So let's see. Okay. We just gotta correct a few small things here. Oops. And then we will be coloring this, shading it, making it. Well, it's already colored, right? So we can have all the colors and making this look spectacular. Hopefully spectacular. Just gotta finish that, close that, and take out that line there so this green can go all the way back there. Although I don't know colors are going to make his eyes, which we'll save for later. And we can take that one out. So we'll Control A. Expand. Zoom in. Nothing much to say today, Bob. Come on, ask some questions or whatever.
Yes, please.
The silence is deafening.
Oh, it is kind, sir. Oh, bother. Why aren't there no questions in the chat?
Oh, he's working. Oh, sorry to disturb you.
Whoa. Sorry.
He's working on homework or house chores.
Oh, teenager. Let's see, how am I gonna do this? Oh, okay. Let me see if I can.
Because programming is special. Yes. Programming is special. So special, we don't do it. No. Ooh, that.
Okay, let me erase that.
No, this is not the same character as yesterday. This is Sun Ray. Yesterday was just Sun. And one was male. This is yesterday's was female. This is male. And give me a sec. Hopefully.
Well, I think that's about all I could do with Iron Man's face. So there it is, guys. That's Iron Man's face until I can start do bodies, and then I can do whole body pictures.
Okay. His protection, his powers and skills. Sunray can generate a heat shield for protection, can fly, can shoot solar heat from his hands, and eyes. Has his strength is above average. He's 5'10", approximately 175 pounds. He's a traveling salesman. He's got blonde hair and blue eyes.
We gotta have them baby blues.
And his real name is James Walter.
Yeah, I started to get back into drawing a while back, but I didn't do faces. But before I did anything, I'll go show you guys right now. Here's what I originally started out with before I did faces. I was actually trying to make my own gaming console, as you guys can see right there. I never did finish it. I'm still working on it, but I think it came
Cool.
out pretty.
Can he have a shadow? Yes, unless he's actually, if he's producing light, heat light, or light from his heat. Does he produce light when he produces heat? Well, he produces beams, so I guess he'd be producing some sort of light with the beam. So I guess there'd be some sort of light, but from that light, if he's projecting his own heat light, he would not have a shadow. But unless he's actually emanating some sort of heat light, then there would be no shadow.
That makes sense.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm
is
just
he
looking at.
like?
Oh, go ahead, Rick. I'm sorry.
Bob's saying, is he like Superman? The absorbing part. What about absorb? His powers are, if I remember correctly, mute. Well, what I would have considered mutant in nature, but now it's spirit. As I spiritually gifted fighting power. I'm not sure what coin I'm gonna coin that phrase. My gifted, if you will, which stems from my character, like the flame. He gets so mad he brings his spiritual fighting gift into the physical realm and weakens the barrier and allows others to do the same.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, I'm looking at the animation for Marvel cartoons back then. They were very well done. I mean, today they're pretty good, but back then they were very well done. They did a very good job.
Uh, no, he can't create a fire clone or guardian. His powers do not allow him to create fire. He projects heat.
Heat blast.
Which will not allow him to create such things. Green shading we now need layer for.
It's actually a pretty good thing I came on when I did, because I don't know if I'll be available tonight because I spent a lot of time with my wife.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, that's good actually.
Yeah, because I'm doing my best to, because it's still a new experience for me being a husband. I'm still new at being a husband, and I'm still new at being an uncle. So
Yeah, well, The husband one is the one that you got to really take more serious.
Oh yeah, yep. Right, but next time I do draw, when I do come on or whatever, maybe, just maybe I might be able to do some body work. Maybe. I don't know yet.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a sec. Mighty Geeks asking, what is his name? His real name is James Walter. His superhero name is Sun Ray. What's the max damage that he could produce? Can he breathe while using a lot of heat? Um, can he breathe while using a lot of heat? I don't know yet. What's the max damage he can do? I don't know. He's not a character I've explored as much as I probably should have, for just the fact that he's not my one character. In my first year and a half, he appears in one comic. So I've got him fleshed out enough that he can appear and I can do something with him for that one comic. Snake John Dillard says, Bob, who is the most popular hentai? And then Snake says, hopefully I can work on a script for the second issue of Awesome Wonder Team Go. I hope you can. Mighty Geek says he looks like Firelord from Marvel Comics. Yeah, I guess he does a little.
Yeah, I'm noticing that a little bit.
Maybe I was uh, subconsciously influenced by that. Not that I've seen Firelord a lot, but I know exactly who you're talking about. I read much of them in the comics. I think the most I've seen him in is Fantastic Four cartoons.
The other thing also, Rick, I did get the link, but it didn't come in until just today. The one for our last night's stream.
Yeah, that's no problem. I send the link. If you come, you come. If you can come, you can come. If you can't, you can't.
Right. I don't even know what was going on with my phone because my
Oh,
phone.
you're sounding real echoey there. You.
Sorry, I'm in a different part of the room. I was
Yeah.
saying, like I don't know why it didn't give me the notification. It was supposed to do that, which shows me that my phone is about ready to be garbage.
I wouldn't say that. It could be something with Twitter or whatever. Don't worry about it.
Right.
You know. The thing is, how well does your phone work as a phone?
It works somewhat okay, I guess, because um, I don't have minutes on the phone, but when I talk to my wife, sometimes we do it on Messenger, so it works pretty much okay as a phone.
Well, then that's all that matters, right? You're
Yeah,
supposed
good
to
point.
be supposed to be using it as a phone first. It is a phone, right?
Right, I see your point.
Let's see. Bob says John Boko from No Pico because it's a meme too. Bob then says, but it's about a young trap, whatever that means. So don't search it. And then Bob says you can find a lot of reactions on YouTube. They don't show the actual episode. Okay.
Yeah, look, the character does look like Fire Lord, but you know what? It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think I picked the wrong wrong body pose for this to do this too because I've had him a little bit bigger, more buff in the past. So, but oh well.
Okay, now I'm out of the echo room. So, were we getting like some type of feedback or something like that?
No, it was just becoming real hollow, echoey. Like you said, the echo. So it becomes really loud. JP says, John Dillard King says, "Don't you know?" I guess about what him and Bob were talking about.
Hmm.
So okay, so let's do some orange shading now. Oh, Bob says, "Oh, Rick, can this dude reach his density to a sun's? In other words, make himself as heavy as a sun? No, if that's what you mean." And JP says hi to Bob.
Hello, JP. Mm.
Okay, what do we got here? Chrono says, post screenshot of the chat system I'm working on so you can see. I'll be putting you across. It has a link at the bottom. That is question mark. Can you click the YouTube it and the YouTuber show in the Discord is on the screenshot. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna unshare here. Stop sharing. Okay. Where did you send this? Kronos? In Discord? In Facebook? Where? Um, Bob says, hi, JP. JP says, hi to person on the screen. That would be you, Brandon. And Snakebit says, hey, JP. Uh, Bob says, but the sun is burning because of its mass. Why can this guy burn from a scientific perspective? Promo area of Discord. Okay. Okay. Give me a second, Bob. I gotta check out this thing.
As for everyone in the chat, I'm not sure how it is with you guys, but I'll tell you one thing. Here today, it is cold. It's not even December. It's already starting to snow.
It's just raining here.
We had rain today, yeah, but next thing you know, it started turning snow. I'm going like, what the heck? It was in my
As
sister's
far
hair and everything.
as I know, it hasn't turned to snow. Let's see. Chat bot. Okay, I see it, but what's it supposed to do? Kronos. Okay, JP. Okay, what do we got here? Get back. Well, like I said, from a scientific perspective, Bob, I don't know. I haven't delved into the science of things for my characters. Like I said, it's the spiritual gifting thing. I do not know where the heat comes from. It's not a fire, it's a heat. We generate internal heat, so maybe he generates excess heat.
And that makes sense because the human body, the temperature wise, is 98.6. And if it increases that, it would make sense for those of you who are wondering in the chat.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, promo area Discord, JP says, Snakebite, that's quite a name. Chrono says, are you in the Discord chat? Yeah, I found the thing in Discord chat. JP says, at Cross Comics, the Leopard C2MB2 is a Canadian upgrade to the German Leopard Snow Leopard. Should drive one. Seeing as how I have no idea what that is exactly, and the fact that I don't have a driver's license, I don't think they'd let me. Although I do know how to drive. Chrono says, "Oh, I had you into this as well as everyone. I know this way it's open, it's all open spot, and it won't show unless you want to use it to see it and leave links, blah blah blah. It's basically the same thing as Discord, but no audio server, and it's running off my PC right here. I have a web server. Okay, cool. Snakebite says the more you try to justify powers, the less fun they are. True. Snakebite.
That is true, actually. Yeah, that makes sense. Excuse me. Ooh.
Bob says so. He eats a lot. I guess he could. Like I said, I he's in one issue of my comics in a year and a half, and I don't know when he's going to appear next. So I flushed him out just enough so I can use him. Anyways, JP Shum. It comes from an ever-present God particle found in the CERN. Okay. Possibly. Kronos says, actually, the sun shines due to fusion of hydrogen at its core. That takes some number of years for the photons to get out, and 8 minutes from the sun to us. Kronos says, yeah, YouTube documentaries, laugh out loud. JP's asking whether I have a character called Snow Leopard. No, that is somebody else. John is doing the book for Sam Dadinko, I think it is. And then JP says, ya boy cough. Bob says, I know Kronos. Kronos says, they even started a 60 channel TV network. Now don't fall into it. No, I won't. JP's, oh yeah, sorry. Okay. So we are caught up with.
Caught up with the whole
Sure.
chat.
We like it when the chat is chatty.
Yes. Yeah, and that one where someone was saying, "Ya boy, cough." I'm not sure if I'm getting sick or what, but I just know that I'm coughing for some odd reason, and I don't know why. It's just going on.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry about it. Okay. Well, what do we got here? Yeah, Kronos said, I had a war with a physicist about string theory that ended up in you can't prove your theory because you don't have a device on Earth power enough to say that it's a bad theory. Kronos said, Haughty, I didn't like that. Laugh out loud. And then JP says, Black Plague, for whatever reason.
Hey Rick, I'm gonna go ahead and go for now because it's getting a little bit too chatty in my home right now where I'm staying. Plus, there's some words my family are saying I don't think you want on your channel right now either.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, we'll catch you later. Have a great day, night, whatever. I think it's still day there for you. So
It's still daytime, yeah, but I will try to be on tonight. If not, you know what I'm doing.
yeah.
All right. Well, later, Rick, and for the chat, later, you guys, and see you next time or whenever I come on.
Let's see. They're trying to get this proved, and it's hogwash. See you later. That's the thing. Kronos, do you know about quantum immortality? Bob says, "Bye, Brandon." So let's see. So let's see where that was orange. Now we need to do some yellow shading. Okay, so anything else going on for the chat to be chatty? Uh, Chrono says, "What can I say? As I've never heard of that term. It is the matter does pop into in. Is it that matter pops into and out of existence? My guess is the fabric of the universe is like a bag of milk. It's porous. It's also why they say black holes can radiate nothing." Matter and energy are interchangeable. You can't destroy or create it, just change forms. Says Kronos. Okay, let's see. Kronos says, I'm in programming code. I'm in a programming code. He's asking me physics stuff. Laugh out loud. Bob says, can you send me the link? Then tell me the channel is telling truth. I mean, to tell the truth if it's not nonsense. Sure, because I'm up on string and other theory. Bob gives link to a video. Chrono says first sign of a scam is the guy isn't using his real voice because he's afraid to speak. Zero decimal 0.05. So we'll zoom in and get some. Okay, so we're almost done here. Okay, I'm heading off. Ruth and Willis need issue now. Okay, whatever that means. Snake bit. Well, it's good to see you. Hopefully, we'll see you later. Zero decimal 1. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm almost done here too. As soon as I get this green colored or shaded to my satisfaction, I should be done. Okay, this is Killing machine. Now, that's going to be it for now. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a great, wonderful day. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and all that lovely jazz. Check out my content. I should be on later today at about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great, wonderful day. Bye for now. God bless.